in a really important transitional time for women at the moment, and I think the amazing thing about that is that it collides with a moment in history where mental health is at the forefront of the public consciousness. I think we've never talked about it so much. We've never been so open to sharing our experiences. I've struggled with anxiety and OCD on and off since I was very young, and my overwhelming memory is that there wasn't really anyone to talk to about it, or at least no one I knew was talking about it. I wish there had been an organisation like SANE when I was growing up, because I think their work in schools and universities is so important, raising awareness of how to talk about mental health. That would have been something that would have been really helpful to me, and I think they continue to do that in supporting adults and the wider community. And I think they have really unique ways of doing it. That's why I wanted to work with them. I think as a charity they have such heart and it feels really authentic.
On International Women's Day, I was thinking about how my own experience of suffering 2 severe depressive episodes were affected by the fact that I'm a woman. It was really at the heart of my illness in the sense that I was a mother with 2 small children. I was also working, and I was overwhelmed, and that led to my anxiety-driven depression. And I think one element that was relevant was that as a woman I found it hard to express the fact that I was angry. And sometimes depression is known as anger turned in. And I think I was angry about all the demands that I set for myself, as well as all the demands that I felt were being set around me. And I think as I've recovered, I've learnt to express that anger in a much safer way and to have boundaries around my own self-care and to look after myself a little bit more. And other women's support has been absolutely crucial in this. The support of my mother, my friends, my sister, my girlfriends. We are, as women, defeating much of the stigma around mental health by talking about it. And the support I've received from SANE through that journey has been incredible, especially the help of the hotline and all the amazing information that SANE has provided.
We feel it's really important for all women to inspire and empower other women, always concentrating on their positives and their achievements and not focusing on negatives. So I am inspired and empowered by my acting, and I enjoy writing poems and songs. This takes me to another world and gives me peace and lets my imagination run wild.
For me, I love my work. I'm a mental health counsellor and I work very closely with sufferers and their families through their challenges and issues into recovery. I also feel empowered through my writing, which I'm now lucky enough to be publishing my 4th book.
So I'm really inspired by the power of the mind, which has inspired me to start a degree in September in criminology and psychology. SANE, they have some great ways in which they can help you and support you. So they've got their SANEline, which is open every day, and they've also got things online, so creative things and blogs and their social media outlets. So do take a minute to have a look at what they can do to support you.
Very, very physically strong, but I have my moments where I need a little bit of help and I need to talk to somebody about how I'm feeling and get it out, just get it off my chest. As women, we need to build each other up and be able to talk about mental health and not feel a stigmatism. I think as an athlete, everyone perceives us being super strong, and that's not always the case. But there are times where I have to really, really dig deep, speak to family, speak to friends, and they help me with what's going on up here. Sometimes there's a disconnect between here and your body, and I really feel by talking to people that would help you, because it's helped me so much. International Women's Day is all about women, and I want to share my journey of mental health with you to hopefully inspire you to share your journey with somebody else, and the chain reaction continues. Mental health is as important as physical health. No matter how big or small you may think your issue is, if it's important to you, it's important. Speak to somebody and let's help eradicate mental health issues.
Happy International Women's Day. Mental health is something that I have struggled with for most of my life. It's only really in the past kind of year or so that I started taking it into my own hands, and that is because I have started talking about it. Not only do I talk about it on the internet, I also talk about it with my friends and my family and the incredible women in my life. They have supported me through it all, and I am so grateful for them. If you're struggling with your mental health, please just talk to somebody, whether that's charity SANE or if that is a friend or family member. We're all going through stuff, and you should know that you are definitely not alone. There is help out there, and we're all in this together. So happy International Women's Day. You are awesome. Never forget that.
It's a really exciting time for women. I think we have to keep supporting each other and keep working together to create new opportunities. There's a real feeling of sisterhood at the moment, and I hope that carries through into the conversation about mental health, because we've started, and now I think we need to show that it's here to stay, that this feeling of pride in who you are and that other people are going through the same thing as you. I think it's so much more common than we think, and it can really make the people that we are today. Happy International Women's Day, and thank you so much to SANE for all the amazing work you do.